Holiday sales surging despite supply issues and Omicron. Courtney Reagan joins us now with the new numbers. Hey, Courtney.
Hi, Joe. Yeah, supply chain, COVID worries, and all. The 2021 holiday season was actually pretty strong for retailers, with total retail sales up 8.5% over last year. That's in-store, online, and across all forms of payment from November 1st to Christmas Eve, according to MasterCard spending pulse. The extending the holiday season dates earlier, and retail sales were slightly stronger, up 8.6%. It just shows that many shoppers did take advantage of those early deals to make sure that gifts were bought before stockouts happened more frequently. Shoppers did return to stores and kept shopping online habits too. In-store sales grew 8.1% over last year. E-commerce up 11% over 2020. Online sales this year made up almost 21% of total retail sales. That's up from 20.6% in 2020 and 14.6% in 2019. So a pretty big gain in just 2 years. Apparel sales growing at an impressive 47+%, followed by jewelry higher by 32%. Department store sales gaining more than 21%, and that always popular electronic category saw sales increase more than 16% between November 1st and December 24th. Now, Joe, remember, the season isn't necessarily over. This is a really big week for retailers to entice shoppers to make exchanges instead of returns, and for consumers to begin to cash in some gift cards to take advantage of gift discounts. And remember, retailers can't recognize that revenue for the gift cards until they're actually used. Back over to you.
Courtney, now that we know what happened and we have the benefit of hindsight, do you know anyone who was really good at sort of predicting that this was going to be the way things would play out? I really don't think there were many people. I thought supply chain was a negative, and instead people got out there early and made sure they were able to get things, and that turned into a positive. We actually used the term either and, which makes no sense. Because if it's an either, it's not, it'd be both and, I think, or something. But that's what Steven Sato said. It was an either and. You know, we did online, we did early, we did late, we did brick and mortar, we did, you know, it was the best. It's very strange that all these cross currents turned into a really positive outcome.
Yeah, I mean, I think what's funny, actually, Joe, if you look back at some of those initial holiday projections from MasterCard, from the National Retail Federation, actually a lot of them were pretty strong. They were all sort of prognosticating a very positive holiday season and said that those supply chain worries could certainly put a crimp in things and were thus encouraging shoppers to actually get out there early. And I think that did happen from all accounts that we saw. I know even anecdotally, friends and family were paying attention to the headlines and everything that we were warning about with supply chain and shortages. And many folks did get out there and buy early, particularly the online shoppers. They knew they had to give themselves a little bit more time for delivery and make sure that they could get those items that they ordered and actually have them delivered. So by and large, a pretty positive holiday season. We know that sort of economically, consumers feel pretty good. The unemployment rate continues to drop. We know there are so many open job openings. And I think we'd all be surprised if we said this in early 2020, that this is where we would be sitting now.